Okay guys, here in this skillet I have 2 pounds of ground hamburger meat, and what we're gonna do, I'm gonna continue to cook this down until it's completely brown, and then we're gonna strain the fat and we'll add the rest of the ingredients. So I'm gonna keep this going and we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, this has been cooking down for about 10 minutes, and as you can see it still has a little bit of water from the meat. So at this point we are going to add in our garlic. I have 2 cloves of garlic. We are going to add in a half of a white onion or yellow onion, whatever you have on hand, and we are going to add in our salt. Now for the salt, we're going to start easy because we also going to add a package of taco seasoning, 1/4 teaspoon of ground pepper, and we're going to give this a good mix, and we're going to let this cook down for a little bit. Okay, we are going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of ground comino, and we're going to let the onions cook down until very translucent before we continue. Now that the water has evaporated, the natural water from the meat and the onions are very translucent, we're going to move on and add the rest of the ingredients. We are going to add 1 pack of this taco seasoning, any taco seasoning that you like. You pick your whatever you like. We're going to sprinkle all of it in there, and we're going to give it a mix, and we're going to add our potatoes. I have 1 potato, 1 medium-sized potato, diced kind of small. Okay, 1 potato, diced potato. We're going to get this mixed. If you don't want the potato, or you don't like potatoes in the taco meat, don't add it in. That's totally up to you. You do what your family likes. You do your kitchen. Okay, now we're gonna add approximately a 1/2 cup of chicken stock in here, and that's just so that the potatoes can cook down. That's gonna totally evaporate. We're gonna cook this down until the potatoes are done. You're gonna turn down the heat, and we're gonna cover this and let it cook until the potatoes are done, which is about 15 or 20 minutes. Okay guys, I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay guys, here I have a very large skillet, and I have these tortillas I'm gonna use for my burritos. They're just burrito flour tortillas. And I like them because they're large. You don't have to make them. And I like to warm them up first in a skillet. Not too much. We just want to make them soft to where we can roll them up and they're not going to break. So I'm going to warm a couple of these up. See, they get soft real quick. I'm going to warm a couple of these up, and then we're going to roll up the burrito. Okay, I'm going to move y'all over. Okay guys, we're going to roll up our burrito. What I do is I have my softened tortilla. I'm just going to start with 1 for now. Okay, I get a little bit of refried beans, and I put it here. You put as much or as little as you want. That's up to you. Okay, now on the edge, I like to put my beef right in the center. Like I said, you put as little or as much as you want. That is totally up to you. Okay, and then I put, and the items that I put, you don't have to put these things. You can put whatever you want. I put a little bit of Mexican rice, and I will link the recipe to that. Okay, and that's all I'm going to put on the inside. I fold over the edges like this, and then I bring in the back side, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to pop them back in the skillet to make them toasty. So when we put our sauce on top, they don't get soggy. I'm going to move on to my next one. Okay, I'm going to put the beans. And you can even put cheese on the inside if you like. That's totally up to you. Okay, put the beef. And you can make these out of chicken. You can make these out of carne asada. Whatever you prefer. Okay, a little bit of the rice. Or a lot of the rice, whichever way you like it. And like I said, if you want to put a little bit of cheese in here, you do what your family likes. Okay, now fold it over and then roll it up. We're going to get back over to the stove and we're going to crispy these up. Okay, now here I have a very hot skillet again, and I'm going to put just a little tiny bit of oil, not too much. We're going to take our burritos and we're going to put the fold side down so that they don't come undone. Okay, and we're going to get these nice and crispy. It'll take a few minutes, about 3-4 minutes on each side, and then we'll top them off. Okay, now that our burritos are nice and toasty all the way around, just like that, I sometimes even stand them up like this to get the edges crispy. I like mine crispy. Now I'm gonna move y'all over so we can top our burritos. I'm gonna put a burrito on each plate because I'm gonna make these separate. What I like to do, and you can stop here if you want to and serve them as is, but I like to take it a little further, and I take my burrito and I get some enchilada sauce. I pour it on top, just like that. And then I top it off with some cheese. And I put this under the broiler for just a couple of minutes or a minute or so. I'm gonna pop this in the broiler and then let you see what it looks like. Okay, I'm gonna finish this one off. What I like to do is I just like to top it with a little bit of lettuce, a little bit of tomato, a little bit of purple onion, a few black olives or green olives, and a sprinkling of cheese. And this is the plain one with no sauce. Doesn't that just look delicious? And I'll cut it so y'all can see what it looks like. Okay guys, and this is the other burrito with the enchilada sauce and the melted cheese on top. And then of course I have all my sides here that if you want to top it with, you can, or just leave it as is and serve it as is. This is my version of 2 different types of burritos. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below and I will try to get back to y'all as quick as I can. Please go and like my page on Facebook at Virtual Kitchen with Laura and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Talk to y'all later. Bye.